Yo, what is going on, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about Digimon in this video and about the brand new leaks that we've gotten from BT10 so far. And it's my very first time making videos like these, so I'm not going to be as good. Please forgive me. And the reviews have been amazing. First of all, you've got the Angoramon's evolution line, which is quite unique. I mean, depending on the supports in the future, I'll probably build a ghost game deck. One of those decks that I have in mind that have the biggest potential on me actually building it is probably Gamamon, is because of because of this costume option card. One of your Digimon gets 2k into end of turn, and that by placing one of your Gamamon in the same name from your hand at the bottom of your Digimon sources, you draw one, which is really good. And it's a security skill to be able to play a Gamamon without playing its cost. So essentially, you're able to play out the starter Gamamon that you've given. I mean, let me just search it real quick. You're able to play out one of these Gamamons. But honestly, at the moment, Galmon it still needs a bit of work, but you know, there's still potential. But however, the main focus of this set is definitely Cross Wars. And yeah, let's talk about the reveals. Newest cards that we've seen is definitely the Shoutmon Cross 4. What it does is, first of all, it's got the very new mechanic of the material save to be able to place two Digisources from this Digimon to one of your tamers when deleted, which is very unique already. And when you on play, it's basically a free pot of greed. And at the end of the attack, you may place all the Digimon sources of this Digimon into any of your tamers and unsuspend that tamer, which is really, really good. Because the reason why that's so good is because you're able to essentially poke your opponent with this card, and after that, it dies. It goes into one of your tamers. It unsuspends, and the reason why that's so good is because you're able to resuspend one of your tamers to be able to reuse the skill again. Note that it says just tamers, so it could literally be any tamers that rest itself. But however, not we don't really know what the mechanics are in the future, as we'll need to see more cards on more tamers that benefits from putting Digimon sources into their source. And it has a very cool skill which is called Digifuse, -2. So on the name that's listed here, I mean, I don't think you guys can see it because it's in very small letters. So there's Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Dorurumon, and Starmons. So when you place this card, when you on play this card from your hand, you may place one of each of the listed cards into its Digisources from your hand or from battle area, and reduce the cost by 2, which is really, really good. If you have all 4 of these cards in your hand or in your battlefield, you're able to just on play this for 1 and draw 2 cards. You on play a singular card and you can draw 2 cards. That's literally pot of greed right there. So yeah, I really, really like this card. The requirement's very high, but I like it. It brings a bounce to it, and it's just a rare card, so it wouldn't be that hard to pop off. And this card is actually quite nice because in Digimon, having a large hand size is kind of meaningless if you can't really use it. Anyways, I mean, Shoutmon Cross 4, it's very nice design card. I really like it. If I were to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 3.5 out of 5. As we need to see more reveals on what I think about this card overall. But for now, for a rare, it's actually really good. But the requirement's a bit. I mean, the requirement's gonna be high either way. I mean, the main boy himself, Mikey Kudo. I don't know how to say his name because I don't watch Cross Wars. Anyways, on play skill to be able to reveal 4 cards, reveal one crossheart in this trait, and one Digimon crossheart in this trait under this tamer. So you can add one. You can add a crossheart in this trait in your hand and a tamer. And this tamer is actually really good, honestly. And return the bottom deck, and then when play one of your Digimon tamers with crosshearts, suspend this tamer. You may also place one card under your tamers and Digisources by Digicross. That's really good, honestly. I'm not really sure what they mean by Digicross because we've only seen Digifuse. Maybe it's like a mechanic in the future or in the upcoming reveals. But for now, this is what we got. I mean, as we can see on most of these cards, they don't really specify Digicross. It just says Crossheart. It doesn't really give that key term of Digicross. It just says Digicross. You know what I mean? So yeah, until then, we'll need to see if they have any new reveals. So this whole set's game plan is to be able to put sources from Digimons into your tamers, which is very nice, very unique. But however, unless if this set has some way to make your tamers invulnerable, then it's gonna still suck if your opponent is playing decks that could affect your tamers, such as if it could rest it or if it could just plan to destroy it. But overall, I really like the creativity, the effort that's put onto making this game making this game interesting and having new mechanics time after time, which I really like, which I really respect. And they almost somehow seem to do it in every single set as well. It's really impressive, and I love it. But one thing for sure I love about Cross Wars is definitely the Balmons and the Beelzemon, which, I mean, I'm a Tamers guy, so Beelzemon's always going to be there for me. But until then, when his skill's been revealed, I'll for sure make a video. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Ta-da!